Okay, now I've got everything set up. I've got my buffer to hold my string, the one that I'm building. It's going to change, it's mutable, and I've got a temporary string which is going to hold some values when I read them from the data stream. So I'm going to loop through the buffer. Now the buffer should be sort of in lines, each line ending with a new line character. So rather than just be character, 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 it's going to be line, 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 and I'm going to read each and every single line that the web page sends back to me, and I'm then going to build one entire string out of all of the lines in buffer. So what I need to do is loop through, so I'm going to have a little while loop, and inside I'm going to perform my action. And as line is going to be the current line in the buffer, and there'll be many lines in the buffer, I'm going to append that to my buffer. Sorry, buffer.append and line. So that's the idea. Now the only thing I've got to do is fill in the while loop, the test, and this has got to be a boolean. So it's either got to be true or false to be able to manage this. And the way we're going to do that is we are going to test if something is not empty. Okay, so if whatever we read, if it's not empty, we're going to append it onto here. As soon as it is empty, in other words, we've got to the end of the stream and there's no more data to be had, as soon as it's empty, it's going to finish the loop and then continue. So while, now I need an expression, and the expression that I'm going to do is I'm going to read a line from the buffer and store it in line. So this is going to be a string. So the line is going to be equal to the reader, which is our data stream, if you can remember. We set it here, a buffered reader, and I am going to perform the operation of a read line on it, and you might notice it's come up here, so it's one of the known items, and that's the job done. That is me reading the buffer completely from start to finish and making a string out of it. I still have to process this string because it's not in a usable format yet, but that's pretty much just one line statement.